This is the reason why we started Vulcan, the first remediation orchestration platform that allows you to get all the information in one place and provide the data needed in large scale to the different teams in the organization, working together to actually solve these problems. The orchestration platform works in a way that unifies all the data into one place, automatically prioritize them by the configuration made in the platform, provides remediation insights into what can be patched and how in the best way, and finally automates the process to do that in scale. We do this by integrating to the existing tech stack of the organization, whether it's vulnerability scanners, asset inventory, application security scanners, deployment tools, and collaboration platforms. This allows to prioritize risk and provide and eventually automate the process at scale. With the CrowdStrike integration, we're able to collect asset info from the CrowdStrike platform, Vulcan platform, get vulnerability information off of Spotlight if enabled, and correlate existing metadata from CrowdStrike. All this goes into Vulcan together with additional integrations, helps the user to prioritize risks better and get enhanced remediation intelligence. With that, users can use real-time response in order to mitigate vulnerabilities directly from the Vulcan platform, such as mitigation actions such as stopping a service or changing a registry key. This is also revertible if needed. In this environment, we have CrowdStrike already connected, Jira and ServiceNow for ticketing, and SCCM for patching. When coming from the CrowdStrike store, the connector would be pre-configured. By default, we fetch all the assets from CrowdStrike and vulnerabilities from Spotlight if enabled, and the ability to generate remediation actions using CrowdStrike real-time response. I will demo this shortly. In the assets view, you can see all the assets coming from the different integrations. In this case, we have CrowdStrike and SCCM assets. For each asset, you can see the existing vulnerabilities on it and additional metadata coming from the tools. For instance, the device ID and other helpful metadata that will help later with the remediation process. You can also see insights into what is not being scanned. In this case, this host is missing a CrowdStrike agent and therefore will not be scanned for vulnerabilities. In the vulnerability pane, we can see all the different vulnerabilities coming from Spotlight. For each vulnerability, we can see the risk assigned by Vulcan. The risk is based on the technical severity, threat intelligence, and asset impact. In this case, this is a high risk vulnerability because the threat has been weaponized and it is on a production asset. You can see the different details from NVD and additional fixed information, both coming from CrowdStrike and enriched data, patch data from Vulcan. On this vulnerability, we can take action, for instance, to open a ticket with ServiceNow and assigning this to the proper group. You can also use the search, many search parameters. And for instance, if we want to deploy a patch, we can search for patchable vulnerabilities. And again, using Vulcan's integration with SCCM, this would automatically deploy a patch to the connected SCCM server. All the remediation process can be tracked in the remediation campaigns tab. in order to make sure that it actually happens. We can see that this is still in progress and track the different activities that occurred on the ticket. Additionally, Vulcan has the ability to generate remediation actions. In this case, the vulnerability has a patch already, but if for some reason a patch cannot be deployed or we want to initiate a workaround, we can actually use and add a modifier registry setting in order to do so. This could be completed with CrowdStrike integration with remediation actions. This would automatically take the data and deploy a fix. We support both registry and Windows service actions. Anything that can be done manually can also be done via automation using automation playbooks. In this example, I already created a playbook that would trigger for vulnerabilities coming from CrowdStrike with a critical risk and a malware threat associated to them on production environments. This would generate an action to open Jira ticket on these vulnerabilities and assign it to the correct person. And again, these can be tracked via the campaign tab.